Welcome to the Kentucky X-Files, Season 2, with your hosts Dennis Mays, Tyler Stewart, and Josh Gibbs. Don't forget to subscribe to us on YouTube, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts, so you never miss an episode. Now, on to our show.
Coming towards me, just crouched down. For me, at first, I thought it was a distant footage thing.
I thought it was a bear. You can tell the difference between like a small or spindly leg creature and something with a larger foot. And it was big, whatever it was. It ran straight down at us and it just stopped. And it was pitch black. Couldn't see it.
And most of these witnesses that have come close to these things could have been killed.
It was beating on the side of the house. I didn't get on the side of the house as it went by.
Now, when it stood up, that's when I knew it was gone.
Right, like I needed someone to have pure faith in a higher power at that moment, and nobody fucking did.
Welcome back, guys, to the Kentucky X-Files.
Every week.
It never fails.
Every week. Yeah,
Every week.
I bet the people are wondering, like, hey, why is it Tuesday morning and we're getting an episode? That's because
holidays suck.
always mess up our show. So next year we're calling off all the holidays.
Yeah, it's push back a day.
Yeah, pushing back the holidays. We're just gonna
forward a day.
We should take all the holidays and mash them into 1 week of the year and just take that whole week off to celebrate everything. Actually, this sounds like a terrible idea.
Yeah.
I don't like that. It's been a busy week for the old Kentucky X-Files. There's so much stuff that has been sent to us on Facebook, and we're literally pouring into it, and we're pouring over it, and it's overwhelming.
Yeah.
Overwhelming.
Yeah, I know that it was absolutely blowing up. What was it, yesterday?
Yeah.
Or was that Friday?
Yeah, it was one of those days.
Yeah,
like it's like they're all, it's all running together now.
Yeah. Like everybody had their long weekend this weekend, and they sat around and decided to send us novels.
Yeah, wow. We've got a few here. The one is I don't want to give away too much stuff because I don't want to. I want to get the guys, to get him in on it a little bit. You know what I mean? Like I want him to be on board. But you guys out there, what would you guys out there say if I told you that someone sent us a picture of what is it? It's like an alleged, I want to say that since we don't know, an alleged alien in a vehicle, in his vehicle, and he sent us pictures of it. What would be your guys out there listening? What would be your first reaction to that? And I'm looking, like we're sitting here looking at the pictures. I know I am. Are you looking at them, Josh?
Yeah, they're up on my screen right now.
Yeah, and this has been one where we've been looking at these for the last, 2 weeks?
I'm looking at them too.
I think it's been about a week.
I'm still here.
Well, I didn't know if you were still messing with the other stuff or not.
Sorry. Continue. My bad. I like derailed us.
But yeah, I don't know, man.
Yeah, I'm on the fence, man. Like, I can't even say that I'm on the fence. like nothing against this, but I can't see what he is seeing, and I'm going to take a stab in the dark. It's so like it's a very like probably not the most popular opinion. Maybe we're just not seeing what he is seeing.
Yeah.
Like maybe there is something there, but we can't see it. Like I feel like that's a very stretch, and it's like kind of a cookie cutter. Like I guess it's a blanket to say like, oh, it's just because your eyes can't see it, but mine can.
Yeah.
It's like I don't want to go down that route, but I don't know that much about it. So, yeah.
That I mean, the one thing that gets me about this is, and I hate to be the Debbie Downer, but why? I mean, if you're an alien and you're like, there's this dude and I'm gonna get him, go, oh, I came all the way to this planet to get it. I'm gonna get his ass. Your best idea is to just hang out in his truck.
Right.
I mean,
the one
I'm
thing
sorry,
too,
but I'm like, why? Like, what's?
but
That's not what I'd expect out of an advanced being. That's what I'm saying.
but on top of this, like we're going at it wrong too, like on the wrong side too. This person like is seeing something in his car.
Yeah.
He assumes that it's an alien, but it could be something else. It could be a cryptid that is hitched a ride in his car. That there, and he's just assuming that it's an alien. Like I said, I can't see it, but maybe it's something else other than an alien.
Yeah. I hate to say it, but you know, this is bound to happen on a show. You know, or especially a show where we talk to a lot of people.
Mhm.
So far in our show, most of the people we've talked to have been very down to earth, very humble. You know, very
Mm-hmm.
what do you call it? Like they have manners. They're very polite. You know, they want to tell their story. They're not very abrasive about it.
Yeah.
This guy's the first one where halfway through researching these pictures, just from his responses, I was like, I don't know if I even want to keep going with this.
Right.
Like serious
Yeah.
attitude, you know what I mean? And I'm like, dude, we're trying to help. You know, we want to help.
Yeah.
Why are you coming
And
at us so hard? You know?
And the crappy thing about that too, him being already like we're trying our best to help out, but I feel like our conclusion on this, if it's negative to what he's saying there is on the pictures,
Yeah.
I feel like he would be really really upset, and like I feel like we never aim to upset anybody, but with what we have and what we can physically see, like I'm not gonna sit there and sugarcoat it for you. If I can't see it, I'm not gonna say
Yeah.
it's there.
I mean, I see
It's
something.
just
I just don't know if it's
it's
a
what it
living
is, like
creature,
what
yeah.
he's talking. Yeah, it's just like all these Bigfoot pictures or dog man pictures. They're so blurry. They're like zoomed in, like they're like, oh, what's that all the way over there, and it's probably miles from where they're at, and it's like, and there's like tree cover all like looking through all this. I'm like, where's my like where am I supposed to look? There's so many trees, leaves and shit. So like I feel like that's what we've always tried to do, is just try to weed through things that seem like they we're not seeing what everybody else is seeing. Or I feel like Josh has said it a lot, is like if you're going out looking for something, you're going to find that something, because like pareidolia, isn't that how you say it?
Pareidolia.
Yeah, your mind plays tricks on you, and you start to see things.
Right.
And maybe this is what this guy is. Maybe he had an experience with an something similar, and he just something caught his eye one day that made him think of that, and he kept seeing it and seeing it through his head.
Right.
So I get that. Like things like that will haunt you, and now you're looking for it, and it seems like everything else, like everything around you, reminds you of that thing.
Well, I will give him credit on that, though. I mean, he opens up with the message. I took a picture of an alien in my truck, and then before he even finishes, bam, there's a picture. I don't know. If it is what it is. All I'm saying is, personally, we don't do this for a living out there. We do it for it's fun. It's our spare time, and we're trying to help. And you don't have to come at us so hard. And there's a lot of messages coming in. So if we don't get back to you right away, just bear with us. We will. There's some other ones. There's one guy who says that he was chased through a mountain somewhere down in Kentucky by something terrifying, some kind of cryptid.
Before we roll into that one, I've got to take my scientific approach to the picture that was sent to us.
Oh yeah.
Now, I think we all agree that there what appears to be some sort of an eye that is the center of the picture. That's the focal point, right?
Absolutely.
It's only one eye, though, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So we know that from the picture, the sun is shining directly on the vehicle because of the shadow of the windshield wiper.
Yeah.
On the vehicle, right?
Yep.
Now, scientifically speaking, in this picture, the pupil is entirely too dilated to be in direct sunlight.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
I've yet to find a picture of an animal with any eye type whatsoever. And this is okay, so this has round eyes, right?
Yeah.
The round pupils. So that indicates that it is most likely an omnivore of some sort,
Right.
So it's not specialized eyes for a hunting environment, not necessarily specialized eyes to stay safe because it is hunted. It's a round pupil, round iris, but the pupil is large, very, very large. The eye is very, very large. If you look at it in comparison to the logo on the front of the truck,
Yeah.
You figure the circle on the front of that truck logo is probably 4 or 5 inches in diameter. That puts that eye in the 1.5
Right.
diameter. The pupil being at least 1 inch in diameter. That is a very large eye that would be extremely dilated. I mean, what's the opposite of dilated? When it shrinks in with that much direct sunlight.
Yeah.
Shining on it.
Right.
It's just so just from, and I know this has stirred problems in the past with people, when I hurt feelings and scientifically why certain types of eyes don't work for certain types of creatures.
Right.
But I don't know. I don't know what's in the picture. I can't make out, even because he sent several different edited pictures where he put different layers to enhance what was in it, like blue filters and such. But it just it doesn't make any sense to me for an eye to be that dilated in direct sunlight.
I would personally love to see, like a video, of the scene. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, like to see if it's moving around.
Yeah, I would like to see that.
Like that would be nice. But okay, I'm gonna throw this out there. I really want to like help this guy out. I really want to come get to the bottom of what is going on. I hate to say this, but this could be a guy that's just messing with us. But the way that he was getting upset, like you were saying, he seems like he's serious about this. So, okay, I just sent one of his pictures. Okay, he sent some of these ones with the eyeball that we keep thinking that we're seeing, But what, like, I see the eyeball, the same picture, but he circles this little. It looks like like a smiley face that's in his thing. Why did he point to that? And then now he
If you read the
shifted his
message, he
focus.
said that it looked like it had a device in its hand.
So the eyeball, what we're talking about, is the device, or is that the device?
The circle
Part
was
is circled.
Yeah, that would have been the device.
I'm just saying. Am I wrong? Does that the circle, the picture I just showed you, I sent over? Doesn't look like a smiley face sticker?
Yeah, I mean, I could see it. I don't know. It's so distorted.
Right.
Like I see, like it's like a circle with it's kind of like a more of a evil smirk smiley face. I was like like one of those emojis, like he's evilly grinning.
Yeah.
So okay, I feel like I put my foot in the mouth. I didn't see that part where he said there was a device in his hand. But then again, I am on the side of Denny here. This being comes to our planet and hitches a ride and just sits there, and apparently I'm not trying to be mean or anything. Apparently this guy's still kicking because it didn't do anything to him. It just sat in his car, unless it's just.
Yeah, I don't think he even explained in the messages like what happened after this. What happened after the photograph? Did he?
No, I actually asked him. I said, like, hey, do you have pictures like before or after this? I mean, you know what I mean? I want some context, man.
Right.
Then what?
And not only that, yeah, it just sat in his pickup truck, and then then what?
Yeah, it sat in his pickup truck, and I don't know. I don't know what the master plan was after that. I mean,
right.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, there's definitely something in the picture. It's clear as day. You can see something.
I personally, I don't
But
know.
and the other thing too is we're looking at pictures that we have very little context of. We did not experience what was going on when the picture was taken.
Yeah.
So I don't know. You know how it is. You take a picture of something, you show it to somebody, and then they don't see what you see. Because you were looking.
Yeah. Like,
But
you don't know what your eyes was focused on versus what they're focused on. Like, when I first saw the picture, all I was focused on was that perfectly round eye, like
Right.
very lifeless eye.
Right.
But and it had and it's not your normal, like, typical alien eye. Like, it's all like your typical alien eye is blacked out, like that kind of oval shaped blacked out eye. This actually has a very large pupil, and and the white part. It's showing the white part. It literally looks like a white wall tire.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, so I've never seen anybody depict or say that they saw a alien with an actual, like, kind of a human style eye. Have you guys?
No. Personally, no. I don't know. I'm just saying, unless we
Yeah.
have more information to go off of, and honestly, I mean, I'll reiterate this: if if you come at us, I mean, with your stuff, and then don't want to be patient with us afterwards, then we shouldn't be wasting each other's time.
Yeah. Like, we understand that you're probably going through something, like something that's you can't explain, but we'll try to help you as best as we can. But like we said, like Denny said, we do this part time. We try to keep up with you. We try to give you our honest opinions on everything we talk about. But, like, if we're going to be, like, we don't want to be rude with each other. Like, nothing will get solved that way.
Right.
And not only that, there's not a whole hell of a lot we can do from here.
Mm-hmm.
Got a brand new picture just came through actually from him.
Oh shoot.
Sending it to the chat right now. Meanwhile, there was one. I'm trying to find it, and I've been trying to follow up with this guy so that I didn't forget him. And I clicked on the email, and you know how when you click on an email, it sends it to the red. Guy, I think it was back in let's see, May. I think a guy said that he had a Bigfoot encounter in Kenton County. And on the show, we were curious because we know the spot that he said that he, might have seen something, but we weren't sure that we were right because it seemed like it didn't really match up to what he was saying. He sent us a response probably 2 to 3 weeks ago, and we've been so busy on the show doing stuff that I kept forgetting to grab the email out and read it. But it's a really short message from him. It says here, guys, really sorry. My speech to text screwed it all up. The thing I saw was coming up the hill out of the river. I hate phones. I've never seen anything like that. I hope that helps, and I hope it don't mess you guys up with your Bigfoot tracker. So,
Oh wow!
It came up out of the river, not, I guess, the hill out of the. I don't know. So, I don't know if it's the same spot. I think it might be, but we'll see.
I mean, it could be. It could be. But they're
We're not
either way
talking
you go,
about
there's houses
the
there.
bridge, right? Are we
I
talking
don't
about
know.
the bridge?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
okay.
think so. I mean, I think we're matched up.
Yeah, but anywhere you go down there, except for one direction, you would be going up to somebody's house.
Yeah.
So it has to be the one direction that it's not there.
Right. I don't know. I mean, who knows on that one? I just didn't want to keep forgetting the guy's message. It made me feel bad.
No.
That's been sitting in the sitting there for a while.
I'm really curious about what it is he saw.
I am too.
Because that's, well, I mean, close. First off.
Yeah, oh yeah, definitely. A lot closer to you than than to me.
I love how you put a lot of emphasis on that. Like, he's closer to you, but I'm safe.
You guys want to hear an interesting comment that was put on one of our pages?
Oh, absolutely.
It comes from a guy named Scott, and he said, "I have a really good ghost story to tell you guys. After my granny passed, she had pretty much told me goodbye, but not in those words. About the dreams, I've had so many dreams come true, it's scary. I was once in Muncie, Indiana, and had a dream of a tornado in a city. In my dream, a spirit told me, 'Don't worry, that won't bother you.' After I'd woken up, my uncle had turned on the television. The newscaster had said a tornado had just landed in Indianapolis." How's that for? That's a pretty wild story right there.
Yeah.
Holy crap!
But there's like so many of I hate to. I'm not like trying to say that there's nothing not connected to it, but because that's really weird to have that dream and that happening. But I think we've talked about it. Like, how does everybody's had those dreams where you're laying in bed, or like you're sleeping, but your dream, I don't know, like it's something that you're doing, but like say that you're watching, like you're being like mugged or something, or somebody has a gun pointed at you.
Yeah.
And then next you know, but it was raining, and then boom, you hear the thunder and it wakes you up, and that was like the gun going off. How does your dream know that's what like the time, this like the syncing up with the rain falling and the gun going off, or even something that's explosive that makes it like correspond with one another? How does your mind know that's happening?
Right.
So like I feel like that's like similar types of things. Like
Yeah, I don't know. It's like that whole the scenario where the guy's having a dream of being attacked, and he's dead asleep. You know what I mean? And there's a thunderstorm approaching his town, and he's asleep. He's sleeping through it or whatever. In his dream, a man puts a gun to him and pulls the trigger, and right as he pulls the trigger, thunder happens. How did his brain know to line up those two things?
Yeah,
You know what I
that's
mean?
what. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, I remember I've heard that story, and that's why I was trying to go at.
And it happens too. Have you ever been like half asleep and something's going on out, and you're literally incorporating those sounds into your dream, and it's like so perfectly done.
Yeah,
It's like it messes with you.
I've never had that, but I've had the head explosions.
Oh yeah, you told me about that. The booms or whatever.
Yeah,
Yeah,
where yeah, where you're in your dream, you can hear the thunder or gunshots or a bomb or whatever, and it wakes you up out of a dead sleep, and it never even happened. But it's so
Yeah.
real. It's so real sounding,
Yeah, it like breaks you right out of it or whatever.
Yeah.
it's kind of like and another thing too is like falling, like how you're not moving at all in your dream, and you're dreaming of like you fell off a building, and you wake up like your body literally feels like it just fell.
Yeah.
Like your center of gravity was like just pulled down and then back up.
Or you have that dream that you won the lottery, and you're like on your way to buy a new vehicle and buy a nice big house and pay for it in cash, and then you wake up and it's time for work.
That's the most evil dream
It is
on the planet.
You wake up and you're like, still not rich. Okay, damn it.
Yeah.
Did you guys know that we got fact checked?
What?
We did?
We got fact checked, dude. We are the real deal now.
We got fact checked by Facebook?
US Today fact check.
Really?
Yep. I don't know what that is, but it kind of cracks me up because on July 7th, I posted the article that was shared by Coyote Peterson about his Bigfoot skull, and US Today fact check, being super efficient, they went back and posted on that original post that the skull shown in these photos is a resin gorilla skull advertised on AliExpress. And I just want to thank them for not listening to the episode we put out.
Yeah.
And, I just want them to know that, you guys are the real deal. You guys are doing it. You're
right.
going after the fact and posting the same thing that we said. Thank you.
It was just, we have been fact checked before. Don't you remember? There was a video that we posted up. It was me, you, and your son. We were talking about like the similarities in like primates and videos of alleged Bigfoot sightings. And we posted up I was saying that, remember the overhand, like the underhand toss, and you guys were saying like how fast it was and stuff.
Yeah.
And then I looked up and I saw a gorilla at a zoo actually do the same kind of, it was the same motions of the underhand toss.
Yeah.
It was kind of like it was kind of like angled out, but it was still a kind of a slingshot outward. He was doing an underthrow. And another person commented and said, "Oh, this is stupid. That's a gorilla at the zoo." And we were like,
I do remember that.
well, me and Denny were talking about it, like reading this, and we're like, that guy didn't watch the episode.
Bless
and the
his heart.
funny thing is that he commented and retracted his first statement and said, "Oh, you were using that as a reference."
Yeah.
To the videos that you were watching. Okay.
That was pretty
And
funny.
he even apologized, and I thought that was nice that not that we don't get that nowadays on social media and YouTube, is people actually admitting that they didn't watch it fully and get the full facts before saying something. So I want to commend that guy. He's a true pioneer.
Yeah, I love it. I've been having such a good time with these like posts and comments on everything. You know what I mean? For every bit of you beautiful people out there that support our show and love listening to it, just know that there's probably 2 to 3 of your polar opposite out there that love nothing more than to troll.
Yeah.
Yep.
And what they don't understand is that I don't know. I don't want to speak for you guys, but I enjoy the hell out of the trolls. Like I love it.
Right.
Like please don't stop, because honestly, it just breaks up the mundane. It's fun. You know, there was one over here that I really loved, and I wanted to give it a shout out because I thought it was worthy of mention. You know, this guy says, here's an unexplained phenomenon for you guys. How the F is Senator Mitch McConnell still our senator?
I mean, that's a solid question.
It is. And I said, I've got my theories. He's Dracula. And I never heard anything back, but I'm hoping that we can, me and this dude can get together and work on these. One guy here went, like, he went crazy hard, but then he kind of, I don't know, it kind of worked out. I think we're best friends now. He said, I need to come forward with you guys. I went on a luncheon with Bill Cosby. And I told him, I was like, I'll make a note of your experience. You know, I don't know what to do there. I mean, it's not really our area, you know. But then he went on to say that, hey man, you know, me trolling means I actually like your site. I was like, all right, fine on, right on, man.
It's all good fun.
That's fun, you know. Like I get it. I saw one here that says, "And no problem with Fox or Chris Carter over the name."
Oh yeah.
And
who's Chris Carter? Is that the
creator of the X-Files?
The actual the old TV show from the 90s.
Do they actually?
Like, nothing yet. I mean, you know.
Yeah.
Time will tell.
I mean, obviously we don't have the money for the lawyers that they would have, but is there any possible way that you could confuse what we do to that?
That's kind of,
and that's another thing too, is like, if you like, I don't want to get all technical here, because before we actually got into it, I started to look that up because I was afraid that it would be a problem, but they said that you're allowed to have the same name, but if it's on 2 different types of platform, like if somebody has the name Tyler Towing, but there's another person that says Tyler, like has Toe Doctor or something like that.
He actually works on toes.
Yeah, like that's what I'm saying. Like if you're in 2 different types of fields, there's no conflict because they won't diminish their viewership, because you'll type in X-Files and somebody, if they just type in X-Files, they'll get the TV show. But us, you would have to type in KY X-Files.
Yeah.
Or even Kentucky X-Files to get what we are doing.
Plus, too, I mean, if anybody out there is super concerned with that whole thing, I couldn't tell you how fast that we could change the name of this show if we were threatened with a huge lawsuit. It would be remarkably fast.
Right?
Like I couldn't even, like, I don't think it could be measured in land speed.
Right.
They'd be like, you guys can't have that. We're taking you to, wait a minute, their name isn't that anymore. Like, yeah, man, we were way ahead of you. Way ahead.
I feel like it's actually would be super easy. Like, I feel like we've already talked about it, that we could change the name. That would not change the name like enough where no one could find us again.
Yeah, we
but
just abbreviate it.
Yeah, like I feel like there's ways around that, but I still think that there's people people that they take another name and then they put another name in front of it, and it changes the whole meaning of it. So, like, we do talk about aliens and creatures and shit of that nature, but that's, I guess you would say, it's fiction because it's a TV show, and this is a podcast talking about real experiences.
Right.
So I feel like we have a very big difference in our content and entertainment.
I think the only way we would have problems with it is if they decided to do a reboot.
God, you know what's sad is I want them to so bad.
Right.
Like it's terrible. It would be terrible for us, but I was like, I can't help it. I was like, I loved it. I loved the X Files growing up. You know,
Right. Exactly.
Fox Mulder, man, he was the man.
It's not like, and that's another thing too is that we only took the X Files. It's not like we took everything. Like we could have went all out and put our catchphrases. I want to believe.
Or the truth is out there.
Yeah, truth is out there. We could have named ourselves Fox Mulder and
Kentucky Fox Mulder.
Yeah, Kentucky Fox Mulder. Yeah.
Yeah.
Tyler Fox or Denny
Tyler Scully.
Yeah, Tyler Scully and Denny Fox.
I don't like this game. I don't like it at all because of the other X-File character.
What's the other X-File character?
It's I'm looking
You
for
talking about Skinner or the cigarette smoking man? Because
the cigarette smoking man.
Dude, that guy was. I'm just saying, that guy was the beast, man. Like he was awesome.
He is, but dude, I don't want to be known as Josh Deep Throat.
Fair enough, buddy. Fair enough. You know, I in all honesty though, the comments and the array of comments and how many different ones that come through, I find them awesome. I love it. So keep them coming. I don't care if you're trolling or not. It's fun. We've got some good stuff though. Like we've gotten some messages. You remember a few weeks back we talked to Angie and her husband down in Murray, Kentucky about the strange lights in the sky?
Yes.
Okay, so another lady named Selena sent us more videos of strange lights in the sky from a different area. So
nice.
Oh yeah, I remember. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
You know, it's like it's working. You know, people are hearing it and they're sending in their stuff. They got crazy rows of lights that pop up, different color lights that are happening all over the place. Hey, me and Tyler even saw some weird shit right outside of your house, Josh.
Oh, I know.
You know, that was pretty wild. I mean, we were sitting there like doing everything in our power to just rationalize it so we could get out of there because it's dark. But still, I mean, we're sitting there. The thing that doesn't make any sense about it, all right, me and Tyler are sitting there looking at this area. And this one area has this crazy amount of heat lightning. And Tyler, were you seeing like all the different colors like I was?
There was only a couple colors that I was seeing. I know I saw blue, but I saw the normal heat, like heat lightning. It was kind of because it had that gray kind of mist in the sky of cloud, like kind of like fog or cloud cover.
See what you guys saw. I saw the week prior.
Yeah,
I think it was after band practice, and I was looking over and I was like, "What the hell is going on over there?"
Right.
You know,
but I never. I don't know if they're like a lot about heat lightning, but I've only ever see heat lightning. It will like happen once or twice, but dude, there's like what we were seeing was it was like dancing, like I can't say dancing, but it was like a strobe light. Like it was like flashing for a couple seconds here, and then it would go away. Like there was like explosions in the sky that had no sound.
Right.
Like,
that's how
it
it
was
for me.
and it was like cloud cover, like so you didn't see really much, but I did see like a shape. I can't say it was like an actual like a shape that I could tell you like a triangle or a trapezoid or something of that nature. It was an odd shape, but I saw it kind of break through the cloud cover. It was kind of distorted a little bit. That I saw I saw it kind of brighten up in this shape. And then after that went away, we were still seeing this like random flashes in the sky. And then I was watching and I kept seeing a blue dot kept going around. Like we were seeing the red and green dots, like you knew those were planes moving across the sky. But I've never seen just a random blue dot. And it didn't have a definitive path. It was moving around, and like you really had to focus on it. So I could tell that if it was anything, it was up high, and it wasn't anywhere
That's
near us.
that's kind of
Like,
where I came into a little bit of an issue with the whole thing.
mhm.
Me and you were standing there. We're looking southeast, and that's where we're seeing it.
Uh-huh.
All right, what's southeast?
Like,
Me.
yeah,
Yeah.
I'm
yeah.
southeast. Okay, I get here and I'm at the top of the valley. Right?
Mm-hmm.
There ain't shit. There's nothing. I'm looking northwest, and there's nothing.
But the place, the place where we assume that it could have been over,
Yeah.
we it has something to do with cars. I don't want to disclose the place because how close it is. Um, isn't it between both of you guys? Like, wouldn't it be between that same area?
Sort of.
I don't know that you're much further south, buddy. I think you're like almost directly across the way.
Yeah. I'm directly east of. I'm directly east of the drag strip.
Nope.
Doesn't matter.
Okay.
I'm like exactly, like almost exactly directly east. And I believe you're a bit what north of that. Like not
Barely.
by much. Yeah, like barely north. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like when I get home, I'm like, unless there's a mountain in between us, why am I not seeing that shit?
And it was up in the sky, so you should see it too every once in a while.
That's what
Yeah,
I
I'm
mean.
actually-
And you're always outside around those times because you're taking care of animals before you go to bed.
Yeah.
So
it was weird.
there's always that chance. I know that where you keep the animals is like there's a lot of tree cover, but for the most part, where your place like it's wide open,
right.
you should be able to see all that stuff. And yeah, like you said, you're like kind of at the top of the hill, and then it kind of slopes in. So there's really nothing that should impair like cut you off where you couldn't see what was out there.
Right. I'm gonna send you guys a little measurement from me to there. One second.
I was actually gonna say like should actually go to some of the people around there see if they've seen similar things.
Yeah. See, that's me. Not perfectly east, but pretty close.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But I mean, look at the like. I'm gonna scroll in and send another one. All right. Now, check this out. Do you see any mountains? This is what blew my mind. I'm like, okay, this is farmland and some trees. There's nothing stretching to the sky to block our view. So why can't I see that shit when I get here?
Right.
Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of
Is that dot
weird.
the one dot that's the
Little blue dot.
yeah, that's you, and the other dot is the one place.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, that was yeah. So yeah, you're roughly the same area. So yeah, you should have been able to see what we were seeing. Especially, did you even that night? Did you even try to Did you see? You didn't see anything in the sky as you were driving towards your house.
I didn't see anything.
It was just in that
I only
area.
saw it when I was there, right after like we recorded, and me and you were standing there, saying our goodbyes and giving hugs and stuff,
Yeah, giving high fives.
high fives, and
Yeah,
all that.
yeah, all that. So like, yeah, I'm still baffled by it. It's something that I can't give a definitive answer. But then again, like there could be an explanation around it. I hope that if there's anybody out there that's listening, if you guys know how like heat lightning or works, or you've seen anything similar like blue dots in the sky, or I know, didn't you say you saw different colors? Like I thought you said you saw something else, other like similar dots, but they were different colors.
Yeah, I saw like greens and stuff like that.
Hmm.
I saw like blues and greens and all kinds of wild stuff. So it was interesting. I can't I can't swear that it was UFOs or anything, but it was interesting. And the fact that I couldn't see it when I got back to the valley was kind of because I was actually like interested. I wanted to watch it for a while. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
'Cause I mean, it's impressive when you're looking at it because it's a crazy amount of you know light and whatever coming out of the sky. But I don't know. It was just really wild because it was like I got home and I'm like, dude, it only took me maybe 15 minutes or so to get here. I'm like, would that stuff be gone in that quick of a time or what? I don't know. Interesting though.
There's some pretty decent hills between you and I, but
Yeah.
not a mountain by any means.
Right. I don't know. I mean, I just thought it was interesting. Like very impressive. Like all the colors and things coming out of it and whatever. But when I got home, it was nowhere to be found, and I was kind of bummed.
Understandable.
Yeah, yeah, it was definitely something that couldn't be just like explained right then and there, other than like I said, the heat lightning. I know I said that like 600 times now, but that's the only thing I keep saying. But I've never
No.
seen that heat lightning do the things it was doing.
That's true. I mean, it was. I mean, it was a way more interesting heat lightning than I'm used to seeing
Hmm.
because it was like throwing off all these crazy, just crazy lights and things like that, and it was just I don't know. It was pretty.
Yeah, we've had a bunch of messages involving lights in the skies recently, haven't we?
Oh yeah. It's been several, and they're not slowing down like at all.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
I feel like I think we just went over the whole us seeing those lights outside Gibbs's place. So I don't know, like I don't know what we're seeing. It is baffling. I can't talk. It is baffling me. So I think I don't know. Like, do you guys have any kind of like thoughts on like what it could be? I know we said when we talked to are they husband and wife?
I
In
think so. Down in
Yeah,
Murray.
yeah, Murray. They after talking, we said that it might be drones, but like the way that they're moving and stuff doesn't seem drony. I guess I don't even know if that's a word. I feel like I'm making it
Yeah,
up, but
they're all over the place with that.
yeah,
It's like if I can't get behind the drone thing because
yeah.
every single night for hours on end, like what
And then they
drone can fly that
disappear.
long?
Yeah, and they disappear in during the daytime.
Yeah,
Like literally, they said that they watched daybreak, like the sun coming over the horizon, and they just slowly disappear. I feel
yeah,
like you would if it was a drone, they would see like a black dot
right.
or some kind of flash. Like still, because even when the light comes out, you can still see a flashing light in the sky because it's still not that bright uh where you can't see lights flashing.
Yeah,
So there's still like some kind of like the shadows, maybe like the cloud cover the night before. So they would have still see something. And like like they even said like one got so close and they said it was like the size of a golf cart. And
right.
she said it was like about 30 feet in the air.
It's
So
crazy.
I know there are drones that size, but there's nothing that wouldn't make a sound like that. Is like being that size, it would have made a sound.
Right.
There's nothing out there that can fly or has a motor with that. With that being said, that silent.
Yeah.
Right.
Like even electric motors make so much sound. Like think of like Teslas. You can hear them. Like
Yeah.
they're like they're not totally silent.
You know, on a side note to that,
Yeah.
you remember the sound? You remember being a kid and you got like a cheap remote control car from
Yeah.
like Radio Shack, right?
Uh-huh.
Okay, so you remember the sound that the car would make when you sent it, going? It was like
Yeah.
that little. It's like almost like a rubbery kind of squeaky,
Yeah. Yeah.
I think that all electric cars should sound like that when they take off.
Nice.
You're sitting there and you got this brand new, like, $180,000 Tesla, and you go to take off, and it's like,
It
That's
sounds like a cat hissing at you.
That's hilarious.
Well, fellas, what do you think? Should we let them have their the rest of their day?
Yeah. But yes, we discussed this. Since this is a holiday week.
Yeah.
Yep. We're not going to put out another episode since it's a short week, and this is why you're listening to this episode on Tuesday instead of Monday, because a lot of people they tend to not they're off doing holiday stuff, so we tend to try to make sure that it's back on your normal schedule. You're back in your groove. This is why we're posting it on Tuesday, and we'll try. We're definitely going to continue the 2 episodes a week, but we're going to do it. We're going to start it back up on next week when it's a fresh week. So,
yeah, we got a lot of stuff coming up too. So it's like, we got to make sure we take care of that. One thing is it's a little bit bigger than the rest of them, I think, but we're not allowed to say yet.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah.
Big secret.
Yeah, big secret. So,
teasers.
big things on the horizon for KYX. So, we wanted to take this time. We do have a lot of people that want to talk to us and come on the show, but I think we've all said that we wanted to take this time. We do this randomly every so often to just get back to you guys, just say thanks, just talk about your comments, how you guys you've been reacting to us. We appreciate all the positive feedback and apparently all the negative and trolling feedback that you guys give us too. So it's all fun and games. We're here to look for the truth, but we still want to make sure that everybody has a laugh at the end of the day too. So
absolutely.
We like I was saying, it's we appreciate everybody out there. So all the subscribers, we are slowly creeping up to 2,000 subscribers, and that's awesome. We've only been up for not even 2 years now, so we're killing it. I hope that we can hit 2,000 before the end of this year. But again, it's awesome to see how many people are enjoying the show, and I guess we're gonna continue this until the wheels fall off.
Yep. All right. Well, you guys enjoy the rest of your week. Hopefully, it's a short week.
Yeah.
Mine's a short week, so I'm excited about that.
Yeah.
After that last week, I'm ready for a short week.
Yeah.
So, you guys take care of each other out there. Seeing you soon.
See ya.